Jack, Cessna is usually the belle of the ball, but if anything is top of the heap right now, it's obviously everybody's interest in SkyCatcher as the leader of a burgeoning LSA market.
Well, you know, last year at AirVenture we launched the SkyCatcher, and we were very pleased that it caught on in the industry and that a lot of our competitors are also entering the SkyCatcher market. What's critically important for us in the LSA movement is bringing people into aviation. We have got to, especially in this rough economic time, find a lower cost entry point to get people excited about aviation, get them training again, get them flying again, and then as things improve, that they'll move up the family line in all of our industry airplanes. SkyCatcher's doing remarkably well. We have 3 test articles that are flying. We've been through the static and fatigue, and we're getting ready to solidify the final configuration. I happened to get a chance to fly it Saturday, and so it was fun to fly the final configuration and go out and really take it through its paces, high speed, low speed stalls, handling characteristics, in the pattern work, and I really think we're going to have an airplane that people are going to enjoy flying, have fun flying, but most importantly it's going to have the Cessna attribute that we're so proud of, which being a very safe airplane. I mean, when you're stalling at 40 knots and below, it's you feel really good about the product.
I understand you folks are putting a tremendous amount of effort into building a training program worthy of both the Cessna tradition as well as the fact that, you know, it's a whole new business.
It is, and one of the things we looked at when we introduced the airplane is we took a step back and said, you know, somebody has to also address the whole training aspect, which is, besides recruiting them, you have to have a curriculum that allows them to be successful. And we hope that we have a computer-based curriculum that we're developing all new that will get people through the sport pilot license and then encourage them to finish the remaining 2 modules all the way to a private pilot. And we hope that then ties together the full experience.
How's the timetable looking at this point?
Well, right now it's looking real good. We have 30% of the tools complete. All of the detailed design is done. Looks like we're shooting to be on schedule for mid to late 2009 first delivery. So I wish it would be Oshkosh of next year we'd make that first delivery, but it's going to be close. It's going to be very, very close.
Today, there is an affordable, high-performance, easy-to-own and easy-to-operate very light jet designed with you in mind. Far less expensive than any other twin-engine jet to buy, it is also the least expensive to own and operate. It is the Eclipse 500, the jet that's easy to buy, easy to fly, and fun to own. The jet for you.
It is obvious that right now everybody is measuring LSA by the Cessna benchmark. How do you think that Cessna's entry has shaped the market so far, and how will it shape it in the future? Well,
you know, we did an awful lot of things that were conventional, yet we, in the metallic fuselage, tricycle gear, and as you said, the Cessna, the comfort of it looks a lot like a Cessna. But we also did some other things that we hope will set the standard as what will be the high water mark. And we've made the cabin as comfortable as a 206. We've included the new Garmin avionics. Most of the equipment on the airplane is standard, and we put an aircraft 0200 engine in it. So we've set a benchmark, but what we hope is going to happen is off of this platform that a lot of innovation is going to occur. We really need a diesel-powered LSA. We really need more advanced technologies to come along, and we hope this will inspire some of the innovators out there and the suppliers to say, now there's a platform, Cessna may be willing to adapt some of that, which we would, and that over time we'll see this evolve.
Are you seeing enough of a market to justify your faith in this design at this point? Just for some of the companies, it's been slow going, and of course a slow economy doesn't help anything. But are you seeing right now that this was the right decision at the right time?
There's no doubt in my mind that it was the right decision. I mean, you know, in the corner office you can self-guess yourself, and other people will second-guess, excuse me, not self-guess, but second-guess. And this is one I feel really good about. We've had a steady backlog that's remained solid at 1,000 units. The market, in the training market, has been reinforcing to us they need this product. They need a lower-cost flight training platform. I feel very, very good that it was the right decision. If anything, I wish we could have done it sooner.
Cirrus aircraft have always been easy to fly. Now they're easier than ever to buy. A complete line of ownership programs gives you everything you need to purchase, trade, finance, lease, insure, and warranty your Cirrus. There's even an ownership program for non-pilots. The Cirrus Access Pilot can teach you how to fly, or fly the plane for you. Find out more at www.cirrusdesign.com. Cirrus, for the love of flying.
Let's make a big switch here. Big jets. Long rumored, many years, everybody knew that sooner or later the big shoe had to drop. Cessna had to take on the rest of the jet industry and come out with the monster Citation of all time. How's that project going?
Well, to date, we have finished all the wind tunnel testing. High and low speed is done, so the configuration of what we originally conceived has been validated. And we've had no major configuration changes, which is a kind of a breath of a sigh of relief to get through that part of the design phase. We're now up to 500 engineers working on it between our company and the suppliers that are providing pieces. And they're all integrated in a kind of global collaboration on CATIA 2. And so we're right where we want to be. It's on track and moving well. And the order intake, we had committed publicly that we would take this year 70 orders by year end, and we achieved that by midway through the year. So it's a good successful launch. I think people realize the value proposition. We've very carefully placed ourselves, price point and features, where no one else is today. And that's proven to be a good strategy.
Well, one of the things that's obviously been in the public eye has been the concept of service and support, the company's ability to provide, and to a certain extent, who's going to be owning those companies in the future. So at this point, there's probably nothing more stable than a Cessna Citation series under any circumstances. Have you looked yet at how that proposition is going to change with a larger jet?
Well, we have, Jim. You know, our strategy has always been that our value proposition is that we will also provide 24/7 service and support around the world. And we do that with factory-owned service centers here in the U.S. We do have a factory-owned service center in Paris, and we're getting ready to put another factory-owned service center in Europe. And then we have authorized centers. So our strategy is to make sure that a customer has, within a very short distance from where they operate, service and support. That current infrastructure is able and capable to support the Citation Columbus. So we've got that in place today. Where we're moving is how do we bring the service to the customer. And we launched this year what we call our mobile service units, and we had one here at Oshkosh on display. It's a full-service truck with a mechanic and an avionics technician. The truck has spare parts, all of the ground support equipment to do everything from jacking up any model of Citation, removing engines with a hoist. We now have 4 in service, and we're going to expand that so that folks don't have to reposition their airplane to our service center, that if they have a need, we can come to them. And we're just going to keep looking for what is the most innovative way we can provide service and differentiate ourselves from our customers, from our competitors.
Well, folks, we've been talking to you. This may be your most international jet yet from the standpoint of who's buying them, where they're going to be operating, and how far they're going to be going. That's got to bring up a whole new paradigm. Once again, service support and such. What's the scene looking like right now for the international aspect of the Columbus?
The international orders on the Columbus were about 50% of the initial order book. You know, traditionally, international is about 30%. So what we're trying to refocus on is where those installed customers are going to be, wherever they are in the globe. How do we provide that support? First focus is getting them parts. Second is to have on-site support. And then we'll grow, you know, where do we actually grow with where that customer base will be. If the majority of them are in Western Europe, we've got to be there. If they're in Asia, we have to be there. And we are committed to making those investments to be there to support those customers.